All right, it's a little windy at the moment, but I'm gonna be doing some laundry here in my new little portable washing machine. This is called an Hourtech portable washing machine. It's the 40 pounder. And by 40 pounds, it's a little, well, I want to explain it. It's 26 pounds, or no, 24 pounds of clothes and 16 pounds in the spin cycle because it's a dual compartment washing machine. So I'm going to grab this here. We'll go over and check it out. All I do is just pour it in my water from over on my water container, and it's kind of nice. It's just a rubber thing that goes in here, so you just put it over your hose and it fits just fine. Creates an almost watertight seal. You can see a tiny bit of water coming out. And then you've got your water intake here, and it's just simply something that just plugs in. So it's pretty simple to just set this up. Then you've got your controls up here. You got your normal cycle and a gentle cycle. You've got your timer, and you've got a wash and then drain. There's a drain pump that comes out here. And then if you see, I'm getting everything to put down into here. I'm making a channel that goes down into my tree. And then after there, it's going to spill over and go into another one of those half moon swales that I'm doing. And so it's going to go over there. So I've got two swale now projects going on. I've got the one over there behind the big pine tree, and then this one over here that we're going to be doing. So it drains down this way, comes into here, and then fills up this basin and then overflows that way. And then I'm going to dig a swale right there. But back to the washing machine, I'm going to go ahead and do here. Let me turn the water real quick. I'll show you how it comes in. So since I'm on gravity out here, it's kind of nice. I can use the contours of the land without having the need for a water pump. And we'll go over and you can hear it coming in. So it's kind of like you self-fill it. It's not an autofill. You fill it up to the desired level that you want. So you don't have to use like a full tub of water like you would with a normal washing machine. So it saves water in that regard, which is nice. You just turn off your water, put your detergent in there, load your garments you want to launder, and then you're off to the races. And it's one of those cycles to where it just spins back and forth. So it'll spin like this, stop, and then spin this way. And so the power surge with that, it seems like it's a lot, but it's only a surge that just goes like this when it's spinning, and then it cycles down, and it spins again, cycles down. So it's like a pulse more instead of a consistent draw. And so let's look here. On the back for the washing machine, you can see the capacity for washing bin is 24 pounds, and then the spin capacity is 16 pounds. So that's where they get the 40 pounds at. It's 110 volt, and over here, it says max rated power 790. I've never even come close to that. I've only gone about 400. The wash power, it says it's 540, but I'm actually only experienced 400 on that, so I don't know why it's doing a little bit less. It's fine with me. It's working just fine. And the spin power is 250 watts. And so it's back like that. And so it's real nice to to use this out here as I trip over the intake, water intake. Oops, I just folded that thing. One thing I just noticed is you want to be careful with this because it can fold over like that, and you don't want to have it to where that screws up your water intake. So just make sure that you've got it to where the bend is here and not there. So just a heads up. But we're gonna go ahead and grab some clothes here. Let's gonna do some towels. I've got a handkerchief, some t-shirts. I've got pillowcases. I think that's about it. On a pair of underwear and some socks. All right, so let's throw this in there. We'll be off to the races. Definitely go turn the water off now. All right. And then now just simply load all your stuff up. I may go grab a sheet too, because it looks like we're gonna have plenty of extra water in here. I filled it up just actually a little too much. What I like about this is it doesn't use a lot of power, and it's intermittent as far as, you know, the power draw. And then, you know, you can only put in the water that you need. It doesn't have to fill it fully like a normal washing machine does. All right, so I added a pretty thick towel and a few more garments and two more pillowcases. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this on now. And I'm just having it on the normal cycle. We're gonna go we'll go 6 minutes because there's some pretty heavy duty stuff in here with these towels. So. Clothes have been laundered, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do the drain cycle here, and you just flip it over to drain, and it really starts to jam getting the water out of here. Check it out. And then I'm making this, like I said, I'm making this little irrigation ditch to come down here and feed this pine tree, which is really bouncing back very well. It's really looking great, especially since I trimmed back the juniper back here. And it's going to go in there and pool a little bit, and then once it reaches the height of that rock there, it's going to spill over and continue down into more swales. And then the swales that I'm going to have, like I was just mentioning, I'm going to dig down here and then have it be the half moon be right here through this section, and then I'm going to eliminate those oak tree or those gamble oak bushes and put some from fruit trees right there. So see how this is now going over the top, and we'll go on down. Oops, there you go. Don't mind the camera there, girl. So this is working great though. It's like right at the top of where I want it to be. And then I'm going to reinforce the sides around here and plant grass. And so just use that Northern Arizona tall grass seed and plant it all around here so it stabilizes the soil. It kind of acts like an erosion barrier so that the water doesn't erode at that. But real pleased how this works. It's really great. I'm going to do a rinse cycle, like a pretty good rinse cycle in here. And you can see that there's quite a bit of dirt. I mean, it came from the towels and all that stuff because those are pretty dirty. So let's go and turn on the water again. Oh, let's turn off the drain first though. Well, it's still draining actually. I didn't realize it was still going. The drain's still going. Once that's all done, we'll go turn on the water because I want to do a good rinse cycle for this. Meadow, come on. Stop getting muddy. You're getting so dirty over here. What are you doing? Just love playing in the water and the dirt and the snow. Love being outside. You're just like Sierra. All right, now we're done with that drain. So I'm gonna put it back to wash, and we're gonna fill this up about probably a quarter of the way and just give it a good wash again, and basically just like a rinse cycle. And then we'll put it over into here, and I'll show you how great this little spinner is. That thing gets things really, really dry. How's the mud going over there, girl? You're just, hey, stop digging. No. What are you getting down there? What you got, huh? You smell something in the dirt. What are you smelling in the dirt there, stinkers? You're all sorts of dirty. I'll have to wash you off later. Hey, let's get you some treats over here. Come on, get you some hands. I'm shocked at how dry these get with the spin cycle. It's awesome. And this one's like almost dry. It's going to take no time on the line at all to get these things 100% dried out. And I'll fold it up and put away. You know, I was kind of skeptical when I first bought this thing. I didn't know if it worked that great, but it works way better than I thought. And for 270 bucks for, you know, the capacity of being able to wash that many clothes and also spin dry them. I mean, I've got stuff on the line right now. It's already dry and it's only been out there for a few minutes. So really impressed with it. It cuts down my time of having to do laundry by hand. And I can do a heck of a lot more with that big tub out there than I could with that small wash bag. Now the wash bag I'm still going to take with me when I go backpacking and you know, truck camping. That's really a great tool to have when you're out on the road. You can wash socks and underwear and those things, and just kind of keep your essentials clean. But, you know, back here at the place, I needed something bigger for, you know, like sheets and stuff like that. I can't do a full comforter like that, but I can do smaller, you know, full-size sheets that aren't real thick. I can also do, I mean, like towels. I just did, you know, 2 towels with that load right there that we just saw. And it handles it just fine. And like I was saying, the power draw that I've received from it doesn't seem to max out at that 560 watts or 570 watts, whatever they said. I'm pulling about 400 watts when it does a cycle. But it, like I said, when it spins is only when it's on, and then after it stops spinning for a second and then shifts gears, during that downtime, you'll go to 0 watts and it spikes back up to about 400 and back down to 0. And then the spin cycle does 250 watts. So I'm gonna put the link in the video description below. If you got any questions, hit me up. And we'll have some videos for you this weekend as far as rain's concerned. I'm hoping to get some pretty good storms out here. We've got a 70% chance at rain on Saturday and 80% chance rain on Sunday. So that's pretty much certain that it's going to rain at least a little bit. And if we get a bunch of good rain, then I'm going to go down the lower meadow and get those check dams, you know, filmed in action with a bunch of water coming through them. And then I'm also going to go down there and build a few more before the weekend sets in. I'm probably not going to do it today because I got some more stuff to do inside, just like, you know, stuff on the computer. But once I'm done with that, you know, tomorrow morning I'm going to run down there and definitely build some more and try to use some of the wood that I've chopped down, because I've got logs down there that are real straight that I've stacked up. And so I've got about, I think, half a dozen of them. And I want to use those for the secondary check dams. And then, you know, just continue cascading that whole area with just slowing down the water, while at the same time throwing down some native Arizona Sky Island tall grass seed, and then helping that to grow down there, because when that grass grows like that and the water comes through, that grass slows it down naturally. And like I was saying in my last video, you know, the water's able to get in the ground from the roots right there. So, all right, everybody, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.